before anything, you're going to turn the room on. Y'all remember how to turn the room on?
Yes.
Switch, generator, and then here.
And then panel. Yep.
Yeah, here.
Okay. Making sure. So what you're going to do is you're going to log in to the computer. If y'all can come over here. I'm not going to bite. I showered. Password is tech, all lowercase. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring up a new exam. So you're going to hit new. You're going to put a random patient ID number in there until you get one that's not already taken. The last name is going to be Shells. Put it in the correct spot. The first name is going to be your first name. So I'll do Ari. And then it's going to be your first name and then the first letter of your last name. And then you're gonna, so I showed this in both videos. You can either enter the procedure here or you can do it later on. I showed that in the second video, so we'll do that again. So you'll hit start exam. So you'll go under procedure and you'll hit the plus sign. You're gonna scroll down to hand. You're gonna come over here. We don't have a hand PA, so you're gonna hit hand AP. And it's gonna pop up over here under protocol. You can close out of this. So see, it's over here under protocol now. Make sure you put the exposure time to the lowest, the shortest one, okay? And then you're gonna come over here to the panel. You're gonna go to manual. You're gonna set the KVP. And then you're gonna set your mass, whatever one you have on the paper. And then you're gonna set your MA, which is 200. And then you're gonna choose your receptor to tabletop. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now that you have all that set up, we're gonna grab our bag of shells and our IR, and I'll show you in there how to turn it on. So, you're gonna get your tube up, pillow over here if you want. Make sure the table is at 40. This is tabletop. I'm going to measure with this. Move the tube up to 40. You're going to arrange the shells. Put the starfish right in the middle. You're going to put the bigger shells in each corner. And then all the other little shells you're just going to arrange randomly. Alright, since this is B, I need a left marker. So I'm going to grab my left marker. I'm going to put it at the top of the image receptor on the left side. Okay? Just like that. You're gonna make sure your collimation is 14 by 17. Okay? And you're gonna make sure everything is lined up. Alright. Now, we can go back out here. Last person out, please shut the door. Oh. I forgot to show you all how to turn it on. Alright, to turn it on, there's a button on the side. You're going to press and hold it until all the lights come on. Okay?
That's where the battery is in this thing?
It's in the bottom. I'll show you at the end, like where the battery is and the button and stuff. But that's how you turn it on. So everything's lighted.
2 or 3 lights?
There's technically 3, but 2 are lit up. And now there's 3 because the signal has reached the computer. Thank you. Everyone out, door shut. Please, 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 please remember to shut the door. We are taking a real x-ray. The door has to be shut. If you do not shut it, you'll get an automatic failure. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So our technique's already set up. Exposure time is on the lowest one. So now we can take our x-ray. We're going to notify Miss Foreman, tell her that we're getting ready to expose. It says take the exposure while providing patient instructions. I don't know what instructions she wants you to give the patient, so you could do like take a deep breath in, blow it out, hold it. I don't know what she wants you to do. So now you're going to take the picture. So you're going to hold it down halfway. You just took the picture. Wait for it to process. Okay. So if you look right here where the DI number is, you see it's a negative yellow. So that means it's underexposed. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the mass only. We're not going to adjust anything else. So since it's underexposed, we're going to double it. So we're going to bump the mass up to 2. If it was overexposed, we'd cut it in half. So like the A group, y'all's mass is 5. It's gonna pop up overexposed. You're gonna cut that in half and you're gonna set it to 2.5. Okay? But for this one, we're bumping it up to 2 because it's underexposed. Alright? And our MA popped up to 500, so we need to bump that back down to 200.
That'll always change with your MAS.
Yeah. So once we have fixed all that, we're gonna tell them we're gonna take. First, you're gonna hit retake, or you can add it over here with the plus sign, whichever. We're gonna hit retake for this one. You can choose a reason for retaking it. I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna hit another picture, add another picture. Okay, it's on the new picture. Make sure it's the lowest exposure time. Make sure your door is still shut. All that's set. Now we can take the picture again. Now we're in the green.
Okay.
So now we're good. At this point, she will start asking you questions on the computer. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna widen this out, make sure you get everything in the picture, including your marker. Do not forget your marker. Okay? So she's gonna ask you to identify the exposure index and deviation index. That's down here. You have the EI number and the DI number. She's gonna ask you to manipulate the picture. So she's gonna ask you window level. It's right here where the sun is. She'll either ask you to hover over it or click on it. Shutter is right here. It's the box without the eyeball. Annotate. So annotate is this text box right here with the big letter T. She's gonna ask you to click on it. And you're gonna put AP in there. This location is just to show where it pops up. So like say I want it in the top center, I'll hit OK and it'll pop up there. You can move it, just don't put it in any anatomy. Okay? She'll ask you to rotate. Rotate is here. You can rotate 90 degrees. You can also rotate here. And then she'll ask you to flip it. You can flip it vertically or horizontally. She'll ask you to reset the image. So you'll come here to the 3 dots. Right here, this little loop thing, that's reset. You'll hit reset. Back to normal. And then she'll ask you to confirm the image. So So you'll go down to the green button, hit confirm. It saved it. Now, this suspend button, that is when you want to get out of the exam, but you're not finished with it yet. So you can hit suspend to come back to it later, but we're going to hit end exam because we're done. So end exam, we're done with that. Let's see, while we're here, we're going to log out. So the log off button is down here in the left bottom corner. It's the key. So you're going to hit log off. Brings you to the login page. You're going to locate and open an emergency exam. So from the login page, you can hit emergency. And then you'll go over to emergency exam. And you can't take a picture right now because you don't have any procedure in. So we'll add one. We'll do a hand. Now that it's in there, lowest exposure time. Now we can take it. The shutdown button is right beside the log off button, but she won't have you shut down. The battery detector symbol is down here. So there's the battery. This is the detector signal for the IR. Everything's up and running and good. The work list page, so we'll have to log out because we're under emergency. And log back in. So this is the work list page, this is the home page. And the review page is right up here. You'll hit review. And this brings up all the old exams. Or ones you did that day that you finished. You can use the quick search up here to find someone. So type in whatever you want, pull those up. So for this one, here's the demographic. So name, ID, sex, age, study, what we did a picture on. It'll also be up here. The name will be up here, I should say. And that first page you do to add like their name in, that's also demographics page because you're entering in all their stuff like their birthday, their name. You'll go back to the work list, or review, I guess. And we just did that one. So you're going to append your prior exam from the review list. So you'll go to review. This is what we did. You'll click on it. You'll hit append. And that'll bring it up. So you can add more to it, take more x-rays on it. The suspend button is here. We can't hit it though because we've already ended the exam. We've already finished it. You can only use the suspend button when you have not ended the exam. Does that make sense? Okay. View images from a prior study. You'll go up to review and just scroll down, find a random one. You can see the pictures here, or you can double click it or hit view and you can view all the pictures here. And then you can exit out of all this, hit log off. You're done with that. I'll show you the IR stuff. When you're done, she'll ask you to close down the room. So you'll put all the shelves back in the bag.
Be careful with them, they're delicate.
Marker away. Alright. The IR. This is the top. This is the bottom. The battery is on the bottom. She'll ask you to locate it. To get the battery out, you'll pinch these two things together and it'll pop open. Then you can take the battery in and out. Okay? Power button is on the side, right here. Like I said, to turn it on, you press and hold it. You do the same thing to turn it off, is you just press and hold it. Okay?
Are those batteries expensive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't drop this. Once you're done, you'll put the room back to normal, like you would when you're shutting it down. Take all this out. We put the IR here. This is also the battery charging station.
Okay.
So we'll turn the room off. We'll hit off. Turn that off. Turn that off. This table likes to float out sometimes, so just fix the pillow.
That's random.
And you're done.